Yo, what's up? Oh my gosh, yo. Yo, I really need to get a new light, man. Yo, this does not look right. Yo, I hate this light. I hate it, man. Yo, every time, every week, it does not look right. I hate it. Anyways, we're here for. Yo, switching to this screen. I can't look at my face on the full screen like that. Anyways, we're gonna play some more Umineko today. We'll see if we end the episodes. I need to get a new light, man. It makes everything look so orange. Why does it look so orange in here? It makes me look so orange. Did I need to change something? Hold up. While the game's loading. Yeah, we're going to finish up. Maybe today, hopefully, finish up the thingy, the arc. What am I saying? This episode 6. Yo, how's everyone doing today, man? I hate this light. Oh man. Oh, why is the game not popping up? Hold up. Answers arc? That's not it. Dang it, that's showing all my private stuff. Hold up. Where's the right one then? This one. There we go. Show my private information right there. Show my drive and everything. Hold up. Wait. Let me figure something out for a second. I gotta fix my camera. It's bothering me. I don't think I can change it. I can't change it while I'm recording. Or streaming. Dang, I'll change it afterwards. Dang, it looks different. It looks worse than last time. What the heck? I thought I fixed it. Anyways, Umineko episode 6. We're not on 7 yet. Hopefully we finish episode 6 today. Because we have the lovers duel. And I think there's 2 more chapters after this, or like 1 more. Either way, we have like 2 more chapters before we complete it. So 1 or 2, 2 or 3. So okay, that's bothering me. Okay, all my audio is good. All that's good, and it should. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. Yeah, since we're not close to the end, so okay. I'll just leave the camera as is. Oh my gosh, I gotta fix that afterwards. Possibly 220. Okay. Yeah, let's see how far we get then. I have good confidence that we will probably get really far, so yeah, clicking this. I'm here, right? Yeah, the dual levels, yeah. Man. I wanted to say something else when I started the stream. I forgot what. My whole camera threw me off. Man, still wind blowing. Okay. Dang, I have something actually important to say. Okay, it'll come back to me. A desolate wind blew through the golden rose garden. Okay, good. All my audio is good. Shannon and Cannon had already finished walking 19 steps, and their backs still faced each other. Oh yeah, they're doing their... Because each one got, one pistol, handgun, and 1 bullet too. At the signal of the demon's response for this trial, they would both turn and settle this. Each of them held one of the dueling pistols that the demons had prepared. The bullets promised certain death no matter where on the body they hit. This duel would not end until one of them died. Ooh. I mean, that's what a duel is. Well, ooh. Yeah, I'm a little nervous too, George. George and Jessica just quietly watched the ones they loved. They had already entrusted all their thoughts to them and their fates. Ooh. Duel of Fates? Yo, if they start playing that theme, just watching over their partners, it was now the only way they could show their trust. Yep. Shannon. Cannon. Shannon and Cannon stood quietly with their backs turned. They had already put the wow. They already put the emotions of the many days they had spent together behind them. The next time they laid eyes on each other, nothing would be asked of them except pulling that trigger. The only one who still had no determination or resolution with regard to this duel was Bito. The closer that moment came, the less she understood. The love between Georgia and Shannon wasn't standing in the way of the love between Jessica and Cannon, or vice versa. Why? When both sides could find happiness, were they forced to kill each other? All you can do is spectate, like me. Cannot interfere. Well, yeah. Dang. They didn't say anything, they didn't acknowledge anything that she said. They grieve. Well, I feel like regardless, you know, yeah, that's not true. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. It's wild, but... But to an extent, I agree. Like, they're gonna... It's true, they see each other as siblings, yeah. Wild. Everyone should have been able to hear Bito's yell. However, no one's expression changed. When there are not two people... What? Hold up. Wait, I like read that. Weird. Okay. That is the truth of love. Love needs nothing more than two people who love each other. Therefore, when there are not two people, we must make a duel to make that number become two. It must only be two. Okay. There are two and two. But that's four, Bito. Math. It's two, yep. another person's
人を
soul.
愛する資格
Okay.
はただ一つ。一人に満たつ魂を持っていること。だから愛し合う二人は世界を生み出せる。
例えば、妻を持つ男はもう一人の女を愛する資格を持つと思う。
Man with a wife has like...
あるわけがない。
Wait, what?
二人の女を愛せば、そ
Neither
の
would
愛
get...
情は
Okay,
一人
that
分
makes
に
sense.
満た
Yeah.
ない。
Yeah, wait, what? Yeah. Friends, do you think a man with a wife has the right to love another woman? Well, if he loves his wife, then he shouldn't. Definitely not. Yeah, if he loves a woman, neither would get a person worth of love.
そのような男に愛する資格はない。
Like,
人を愛する資格のない
unless there's a menage a trois situation, polygamy, which that's all a different matter, but I know where they're coming from with this.
それは甘い愛の偽善。
僕たちはね、恋をする資格を偽る人間を許さない。世界を生み出す最小人数を満たせない人間以下の存在の恋を許さない。僕たちの試練はそのためにある。
罪深き魂たちに
Yeah.
一人分の魂を取り戻させ。
We don't got cheaters in Umineko. Oh man. Well, we got Rudolph, who has a questionable background, so Rudolph the player.
フルフル様。
いい覚悟だよ、二人とも。
So then you have an opportunity,
で
dang.
は、行くよ。
Oh, they got rid of the music. Oh, let's go. Yeah, Beatrice still mad, a little upset about that, but yep, you got a witness.
Each.
Yo.
Nino.
Nino? Okay. Little flashback to the happy days, you know. Spending time together. Oh, man. In the Golden Rose Garden, when the number 3 is yelled, the sound of the gunfire rang out once. Even the people watching couldn't tell whether it was a single gun firing, or the sound of both going off at the same time. What? In the midst of the stench of the gunpowder and white smoke, there was a gun raised and smoke trailing from the barrel was cannon. What? Shannon was lying on the earth face down. Oh snap. No. Before the gunshot. Ooh. Yeah, it's not over yet, man. Don't give up like that. No, he ain't. Cannon dashed forward like a tornado, bent over so low that he was almost crawling over his shadow. This duel could only be settled by a bullet, and he wasn't the only one who had a bullet. If he could steal Shannon's gun away from her, he could turn this all around. What? Okay, I see you, man. And if Shannon could calmly shoot through Cannon, it would be all over. The odds that Shannon would miss, or that he could get close enough to her before she fired. Cannon bet all his chips he had on these. I mean, he has to. Shannon could draw a cannon until the last second, then shoot him from a closer distance. She could also pull the trigger just before he reached her, and they would start over from the beginning, even if she missed. Shannon kept her gun pointing at Cannon's forehead as she compared these options until the final moment. She led her shot, calculating the distance he had already moved and the time it would take to pull the trigger. Lady Luck smiled impartially. Yeah, that's right, man. Battle cry. In a flash, Cannon leapt to within striking distance of Shannon as she missed the final moment to pull the trigger. He swung his hand up and smashed the gun she held upwards. Dang! Okay, Cannon. That strike sent her gun flying into the sky. At the same time, Cannon's gun also flew from his hand and soared into the air. The two guns danced a rondo through the sky, reached their peak, and began to fall. By that time, neither one of them knew which gun was theirs. Okay, the two guns were exactly the same. Everything about them was identical. There was no way to tell them apart. However, there was one difference. Only one of them had a bullet inside. And who's going to grab the one with the bullet? The pair raised their hands to the sky, trying to grasp their fate, their miracle. It was as though they were trying to grasp the wings of a descending angel of miracles. The pair looked up at the brilliant sky and entrusted everything to Lady Luck. Then they each grabbed one of the guns out of the air, and after dancing a momentary rondo, their arms crossed each other. Even that was like a dance, and the barrels of each of their guns came to a dead stop against each other's forehead. Wow. Even they could not know which gun held the bullet. When they both pulled the triggers, one would die and one would remain alive. The match would end. George and Jessica, who had no way of knowing how it would turn out until that moment came. However, was it really impossible for the two holding the guns to know? The barrel of Cannon's gun, which had already been fired, must have been warm, and the barrel of the other gun, which Shannon hadn't fired, should have been ice cold. So perhaps the pair of them did realize which gun was which, and yet both expressions were as solemn as could be, showing that they would hold total belief and zero doubt in their own fates until the moment the trigger was pulled. Yo, okay. Believing in the Golden Land. Even this duel is just a farce. You too, oh snap. Oh. Goda wiped Cannon's forehead with a handkerchief. However, his forehead was perfectly smooth, without a trace of a wound. And yet, almost as though it was seeping through his skin, blood was pouring out. Dang, despite him doing all those moves, Cannon still... Man. He tried, though. There's no wound, it's just blood. There's no wound, but blood's just... Ew. It's like he's sweating blood. Yoshia, man. Genshi like that. Cannon's face was pale, and though his eyes were open, they had lost the light of the living. Yep, he's dead. Just as though he was a puppet heartbroken wails. Oh. Here's what Beatrice's mindset was on this.
僕たちへの試練はもう十分かい。
Yeah, it is, yeah.
おめでとう。
Almost forgot about that, yeah. Yeah, the trial's done, yeah. Huh. The two who remained, yeah.
君たちを祝福するわ。でも忘れないで。
Please don't
愛
forget.
を育むのがこれからのあなたたちの務め。
Okay.
この奇跡が生み出した恋の種をどうかしっかり育ててほしい。もちろんさ。彼女と君たちにかけて誓う。
それでは魔法の奇跡をシャノンに。
Aha, a maho. Miracle maho.
君の魂を人間に一人分に満たそう。集え満たぬ魂よ。一なる魂となりて愛を知りたまえ。
Okay, nice. When Zephyr and Furfur faced the heavens and yelled, the miracles of love gathered the miracle of love gathered the souls around Shannon. About to say Ganon. to say Battle, but he couldn't even escape himself.
君の魔法で僕に
Oh,
力を与えてる。
私
okay,
の
power of magic.
魔法で
But always go back to magic, man.
僕に魔法をかけて。
そんな私魔法の使い方なんて
君は
Hmm.
黄金の魔女ベアト
Yeah,
リーチェじゃないのかい？
you're Beatrice. Yep, the Golden Witch.
魔女ですけれど、 その 魔法どころか密室トリックもわからないただの
So,
やれやれ。いいかい、ベアトリーチェ。一度しか教えないよ。魔女っての。それを手に入れてるじゃないか。
also, Osi had been hitting in this whole section too. In the back of Bisa's mind, images she remembered began to flip by, one after another, the layout of the mansion, the guest house, the rose garden. Yeah, but she said, okay, she's locked room time. Locked 2 room time, let's go. Exactly. Trick, mistake, mislead. Taunt, trap, laugh together. Do you know about this trick? It was in a book. It was in a book I read once. Vito's eyes opened wider and wider. Countless lights circled around her, swallowing her up.
あともう一個。
なんです
それ密室の魔女の喋り方にはふさわしくないな。
No way for the witch locked rooms to talk.
やっぱり私は
わらわでなくっちゃ。
Warawa. Okay. That was a nice little motivational speech from Canon right there. Be the endless witch, the golden witch. Red and blue truth, okay. The marriage ceremony ended without any problems, and the reception was held inside the cathedral. What kind of food do you think I got here? As the goat demons partied raucously, Eleanor could be seen leaning against a pillar, trying to escape from the noise. Then Gertrude appeared and whispered some kind of report to
そ
her.
れは本当ですか
近景現在コーネリア補佐官が現場保全に向かいたるものなりや。
Oh snap. Beatrice made her move. Yep.
わかりました。ご中心申し上げます。ガートルードは式典警備長に連絡です。準戦闘派。
Yep. Prepare for battle. The glasses.
ご歓談中、失礼いたします。本式典警備長であります。
Oh.
私？
Oh, for them. Oh.
何？なんかよ。だからはしゃぎすぎだって言ったのよ。さすがにシャンパンタワーでボーリングはやりすぎだ。少し油を絞られてきな。
I'm curious about this conversation now. Champagne tower bowling? Oh. Yo, they were over here putting the champagne things on cup glasses on top of each other, then knocking them over like. Yo, she is. Yo, Burn left right there. She said, "I'm not getting in trouble." Ah, okay. Okay, I didn't know about the Warara thing. Okay, that's why it's like Warara, because I know, guys, I know Watashi, so interesting. Okay, yo, thanks for the information. I always ignore anonymous calls and letters, just throw them away. Facts, same. Ooh, a letter with the seal. Mm-hmm.
いえ、受付の姉妹兵2名と私のみです。すでに観光令を与えました。
Okay. Then since she saw the envelope, Lima Delta snatched it away and lowered the thing in. Burnsell had walked away. Something bothered me. What did she say? And lowered her voice. Okay. Burnsell had walked away and was apparently making fun of Erica. Erica was drunk, of course, and Burn was getting that way. Yo, she's over here getting tipsy. If they were left alone, they'd probably forget about this. It was true that the envelope had no sender written on it. However, the seal was done. The seal on it was in gold leaf. Fulfilled the same purpose. That seal was. Lambda Delta hid behind a pillar, ripped the envelope open, took out the letter inside, and read. Her eyes instantly started to glint, and she grinned like a kid who just gotten a naughty idea. Oh, what's she thinking of? Hmm?
何言ってんのよ。今日はどんだけ豪華な来賓が来てると思ってんの？万一参列者に流れ弾が当たったら、シエスタこの得体の新しい妹たちは向こう10年は工場から弾頭台に直行しなきゃなんないくらいの責任になるわよ。了解。通常弾頭で対応するであります。煉獄の7姉妹、監視をつけますか？
Yeah,
いる
okay.
わけないでしょ。だって7組はバトラの、そして今やエリカの家具じゃない。
And now Eric,
どうして味方に監視をつけちゃうの？とにかく警備を、まあそこそこにちゃちゃっと厳重にしなさい。先ほどガートルード上席補佐会に準戦闘配備勧告を受けました。
preparations for battle,
理
yep.
由は不明であります。ガートルードが？ じゃあ勧告に従っちゃいなさい。パーティーは賑やかな方がいいってことですか？
We need liven things up. Okay, this party about to turn up.
了解であります。
Okay.
WO よりシエスタ17、シエスタ38、シエスタ45、コード R、警戒発令、レベル2で待機を伝達。17、コピー。38、コピー。45、了解。そこでコピーといえばかっこいいのにね。焦っちゃってつい。そうそう45。ちょっとこっち来て。なんです？ちょっと。
Yeah, wait, what are they doing on duty? Yeah.
ダ
Oh.
おっとくん
Oh?
なんですって冗談でしょあ
No?
りえない現在コーネリアを向かわせていますベアトリーチェがここを襲撃する可能性が極めて
Extremely high.
披露宴は中断されて退避されることを進言いたします
She ain't gonna do that.
エリカ
Is she?
何か余興に手違いでも
The entertainment.
我が主
Oh boy.
披露宴をお
Oh
楽
snap.
しみくださいあ誰かメルンカステル卿に梅干しワインのおかわりを
You're trying to get her drunk. The question had come too fast for Erica to hide her agitation. When Birkenstock saw this, she knew that that their final late guest would soon be arriving. But you can't hide that from her. Sure, you got an idea, got a clue.
ゲストハウスで動きがあったそうゲストハウス、ゲーム版のことなんか今はくだらない話だわそれが密室の
Well,
いとこ部屋からカノン君が失踪したって
yo, for real.
あんた分かってる
Really, for real, she
い
is.
とこ部屋は扉も窓も
This lady Erica. I mean, yeah, Erica.
失踪なんて不可能だわ
Hmm.
いや、私も裏を取ってきた。間違いない。カノンはいとこ部屋より姿を消している。
Yeah. Okay.
いとこ部屋のどこかに隠れてるとかあるいは最初からうまくごまかしてもともと部屋に入ってなかったとか
Huh.
不可能だわいとこ部屋にはエリカ卿が読み上げた特定個人数名以外の全員が入ってることが保証されてるのよ
Yeah.
ごまかして逃れる
I
こと
remember
は
they
不
did.
可
That
能
was
だ
a
わ
conversation before.
どうやってユングフラウの封印結果よいやそれよりカノンは一体どこへ至急探しなさい
Oh. At the moment, the cathedral suddenly went black. The surprised commotion of the guests filled the cathedral.
来たわね
Hey, a grand entrance. Let's go.
WO よりオールシエスタコード R ケシエスタ17電源系統回復は
ネガティブ管理室スタッフとの通信が途絶中
オールシエスタコードレッドロックンロール
Rock and roll.
コピーコピー了解あじゃなくてコピー
The sniper team no, stop. The sniper team the sniper teams in the chandeliers are released to safeties at once. The entire security team down in the hall loaded their ammunition. They're ready to blast.
控室へ退避をここは危険です何が危険なんですこの世界の領主は私です
Look at her, so
そ
confident.
の私が何に怯えて逃げろと言うんです ガートルード要人警護結界準備コーネリアを至急呼び戻すのです
She said, I'm territory lord. I ain't gonna run.
対応中なる
Well,
結界あんたらの無様でみっともない結界で婚礼衣装の私を包もうってんですかなんたら侮辱
yo. This disturbance made even Battler groan. Oh. This one's even made Battler groan as he sat in the seat like a doll. Even with his soul sealed, Battler probably realized that something strange was going on. And all bro could do is just sit there.
遅かったじゃないねラムダそうね待ちくたびれちゃったわねさっきのあれ何
Oh?
誰からのラブレター
Is she
ファン
gonna-
レターよ
Ah, okay, she's not gonna tell her. Interesting. Nabitata played dumb and munched on some, popcorn? Then the lights finally turned on. It was clear that during that blackout, Beatrice had snuck in somewhere nearby, possibly even inside the cathedral itself. The Whispering Goat attendings all realized it as well, whose scheme was this and what they were doing. Though it may have been imprudent, they were looking forward to this, and an excited chatter filled the cathedral. Everyone's excited.
来たみたいね。
Haha.
あなたもう戻ってきていいんですか？
She said, "Nah, I snuck back in."
私にほら牢屋って意味
It
ね。
is true, yeah.
確かに
Yeah, but like, what? Like, for real.
でもリーチェ、バトラの密室のいとこ部屋も、そして唯一可能性のあった隣部屋も全て封じられてしまった。どうやってバトラを救い出す気なの？
お嬢様が何かのトリック X を用意できたと仮定しましょう、となればそれをエリカ卿に突きつけるべく乗り込んでくるは必至。
しかしこの大勢のシエスタ兵たちが相手ではまさかこんなに隠れていたなんて。無理だわ、縫い殺されてしまう。
Sewn to death, huh? Rabbit ears could be seen poking all around the hall. It was incredible that such a large number of them could remain hidden and unnoticed.
エリカに一度だけ肉薄するチャンスがあれば五分の勝負に持ち込めるわ。
Yeah, an even fight, huh?
なるほど、その手ですか。しかしそのアイテムをお嬢様がお持ちだというのですが、
That item with
い
her.
つも面倒くさがっていくらご用意しても嫌われていましたから。いや、最後まで世話の焼けるお嬢様だ。
An item. Amid the crowd, Nov took something out and showed it. When Virgilia saw the object in his hand, she understood its meaning. True, with that, it should be possible to stop the attacks from the Chester troops.
まあエリカに聞かなきゃそれまでだけどね。問題はたった一度でもいいからエリカの真正面まで行けるかどうか。
Just gotta get her in
シエスタ
front.
たちはそれを断固阻止するはずよ。リーアならその時間をプレゼントできそうね。
Hey, the teamwork. Virgilia gave a small nod. However, the problem was the two Chester troops standing at her back. Since the time she had tried to jump out in front of the procession, she had been marked constantly. Dang. It was possible with Virgilia's vast magical power to momentarily take out all the Chester troops in the cathedral. That would only gain a short bit of time, but it would be enough to confront Erica. The Chester troops knew this, so they kept a close eye on Virgilia with tense faces. Dang. At that moment, the great cathedral door was blasted to bits. Oh snap. The fragments became bright gold butterflies which danced across the room in a beautiful blizzard of gold leaf. That golden storm slowly faded away. Then, at the entrance to that red-carpeted path to the grave, stood a calm, majestic figure.
警護隊射殺せよ。
Oh,
ネガティブ身元照合中。
Delnor ordered the guards to shoot the intruder right away, but Chester 00 didn't comply. Was it because she had been warned about shooting these guests and was afraid of the consequences if she accidentally shot a drunk guest who had disguised themselves as Beatrice as some sort of prank? Question mark? No, 00 was coolly and calmly carrying out her duties.
おや。
Hey, hey,
これは。て
she did make it. The pair faced each other from either end of the long red carpet. However, in between them stood several dozen Chester honor guards.
最高の来賓であるあなたがお越しにならないのでご心配申し上げておりましたとも。でもせめて
This is
披
cool
露
as
宴
heck.
には間に合ってよかった。
Ooh. Hey, got the laugh. Vito laughed. That chuckle made Battler's eyes quiver slightly. He's like, Battler's like, oh, that laugh. Yup. Hey, got the pipe. Ooh.
たなフルドエリカ。
Ooh. Got the chills with that.
服に来たぜ。
Hey, let's go. She had an overpowering and evil presence about her, strong enough to make anyone shiver. Was it still necessary for her identity to be confirmed? Who could possibly mistake this overwhelming presence for real?
で
Uh-huh.
ベアトリーチェー地獄で会おうぜはわらわの好む別れの挨拶言葉であるが身
But
元確認大ベアトリーチェ教と確認
okay.
まさにここがそうだぜフルドエリカ
Yep. At that moment, the two Chiesa troops standing behind Virgilia slumped over and fell to the floor. Renov had touched the bases of their big ears from behind. It was clear that he applied some sort of magic.
どなたかお医
Okay,
者様を
karate magic? Someone find the doc.
方
This
が
dude.
貧血のようだ
Okay, smooth with it, Renov.
オールシエスタオープン
Ooh.
ミラト今です
Oh snap, this is epic! Just an instant before the Chiesa troops could fire, Virgilia raised her arms to the heavens. Her magical powers, which was more than enough to remind all present what her name had been at the height of her strength, became a spirit wave and exploded through the cathedral. The impact made this stained glass window shatter, and colorful glass shards poured down everywhere. Man.
冷戦防御復旧急げ
However, all the Chiesa underguards who didn't have magic have spirit particle defenses topped over like dolls. They're outmatched. The ceiling snipers who were defended were able to avoid their systems going down completely, but it would only take several minutes before they could recover. That span of time would be enough to reach Erica. Yup. However, Erica couldn't be defeated in just a few minutes. There was no way they could carry Balor away in that time. This music, man! What should they use in this precious time for? Bito dashed down the red carpet path. She ran down the path to the grave, which was lined by Chiesa troops lying there like corpses. She had called this path Hell. In that case, running from Hell to the grave was actually going backwards. Bito's figure dashing through the corpse-ridden path truly symbolized her resurrection.
お嬢さんこれを
Hey, Renault. Yep. Got that item. As she dashed, she snatched something white from Renault's outstretched hand. There was no longer anyone blocking her path to Erica. However, that instant, a golden thread came from in front of her and rapidly sewed through the red carpet towards her like a sewing machine. Yeah, who is this? The Chiesa troops? Yep, they're shooting their things.
ほう邪魔者がいたか
Haha.
再装填完了データ要求に射撃用レーダー補足410エテンドリンク
410 was clever. She had predicted that Virgilia would go for a spirit particle attack, and had folded her over her ears and 45s behind her head. So they were the only ones that weren't taking it. Okay, makes sense.
射撃
Once again, the golden sewing thread chased after Bito, weaving like a sewing machine. It was as though an undulating golden snake was shooting after her.
小尺なエリカとの一騎打ちに貴重な時間を邪魔しよって
Bito bumped sideways away from the red carpet and ran across the top of a long table covered with beautiful food. The gold snake chased her, sewing through the pure white tablecloth like a sewing machine and scattered dishes left and right. The gold attendees ran about wildly, trying to escape. They tried to get out of there. The cathedral was wrapped in pandemonium. Yeah, this is chaotic.
霊視攻撃を避けていたウサギがいたなんて
まさかあんなところに陣取ったってどうにもなりません
The pair of snipers attacking from high above on the cathedral were much further than America was, too far for Bito to reach. Furthermore, their position couldn't have been worse for Bito, with the entire cathedral inside their range of fire.
お気の毒にベア恋の試練は過酷に45追加弾層
Yep, new magazine.
これ
Hey, Gap. Okay, Gap handed her the magazine. 45 always handed them over the wrong way around, so 410 was a bit confused to have one handed to her the right way up. Yeah, question? No matter how distant a position they might take, it was no problem for the elusive Gap. Gap twisted their long ears up, then tickled them with her thumbs. Music come back? Okay, there we go. the Chiesto's greatest weapon was also their greatest weakness. The two doubled over with laughter. Okay. I've handled these two, but how many seconds do we have? Yep. Another chandeliers, even more powerful Chiesters, were slowly starting to move again. It would be impossible to buy any more time. Hey, the teamwork. Hey. The squad. Yep. Risa cut through the crowd, a scampering ghost like Moses. Her goal was straight in front of her. The place where Erica and Battler were seated. Man. Oh yeah, we got them. Just then a red barrier was created, blocking her path. It was the VIP guarding barrier that Gertrude had set up. She stepped forward and laid out a line of defense to block Bito's way. Dang. Hmm? 30 seconds. As the eldest of the seven sisters of Purgatory, Lucifer stood in waiting behind the bride and groom. Yo, what's up? She waited to save Bito. If she could just distract Gertrude for a moment, the wall would disappear. However, the seven sisters were furniture. They served the territory lord, yep, so they couldn't move to help Bito. Yep, that's what they want to. Eleanor glanced over at Lucifer. There was a coercive tint to her eyes. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, cannot. Yo. Oh, that is, yeah. Yeah, these seven sisters. Huh? The red absolute barrier flickered for just an instant. Beelzebub's stake had pierced Gertrude's shoulder, and her concentration had wavered. But it didn't break. Slowly and expressionlessly, Gertrude turned to look at Lucifer. Oh! Our master, hey! Rebel. Exactly. Yep. This is a whole battle here. Okay, the seven stakes shot out Gertrude at once. Gertrude had chosen to take all of those direct attacks, refusing to abandon the barrier until the last moment. Though she was resilient enough to do justice in the name of... yeah, and took no damage at all. The attack was more than enough to make her flinch and lose control in the barrier. Yep. Confident. Bisa shot through the scattered red fragments of the barrier, and she was finally right in front of the barrier, her rival Erica. Oh. Remember, there stood the final issue protecting Erica. Death sentenced Delnor.
遅いです。もはや時間切れです。ベアトリチェ卿。
シエスタ17よりオールシエスタへデータリンク大天使衛星データ誘導誘導方式氷結型概念誘導
シエスタ20再起動完了。
シエスタ127再起動完了
タイムオーバーに。
Yo. No. Yep, Gap over here still messing with her ears. Yep. Yeah, Battler.
ドラロール。
どけドラノール・エーノックス。そなたの出番はない。
あなたを否定する赤き真実をベルンカステル教より賜っています。ここがあなたの墓場となり残念です。
I know what Bergstell has allowed her to say. However, I don't need to sit around and let that longsword tell me.
そなたとは後でたっぷりと遊んでやろう。だが今はどけ。
She said, yeah, I'm only for Erica. There's no time. The Chesters have already finished reactivating. I'm only living on a bit of borrowed time.
聞くのはあなたの方です。出番を間違えた哀れな出演者があなたです。
Delnor's red longsword cut a large arc of absolute denial, which headed right for the crown of Bito's head. However, in that instant, there was a thunk, and the sword was knocked slightly off course. Okay, Bito didn't let this good fortune go to waste. Yeah, what? She slipped past the longsword, knocked Delnor aside, and finally stood in front of Erica. This time, not a single person stood in her way. Yeah. Popcorn. Yo. Hey, yo, thanks for popping in for a bit. Popcorn popping in? Okay.
緊急花嫁警護役より緊急要請。シエスタ姉妹この得体は直ちに侵入者を射殺したてまつれ。
Oh, the commotion quieted. However, no one fired. Why? They could have fired if they wanted to. All the Chester troops had her fully in their sights and had removed their safeties. Of course, all of them had finished reactivating. However, they hesitated to pull the trigger.
なぜ射殺せぬことなりや。式典警備役は直ちに。
松野です。あれは。
Delnor's expression grew grim. Then she quietly put her red longsword away. After all, Erica would have to make a decision. If she decided to ignore the thing in front of her, they could shoot to kill her. However, if she picked it up, doing so would be unforgivable. So they couldn't pull the trigger until Erica decided.
どうして誰も撃たないの？
Hey, what's happening here?
よく見なさいよ、あれ。レアトがエリカに投げつけたあれよ。
Namadelta pointed, still chomping at the popcorn. It was hard to see from the balcony. What did she say? Bito threw at Erica, yeah. Bito had thrown something like a white handkerchief at Erica, yep. The thing that she got from Renove. It had fallen to Erica's feet. What was that white thing?
わかってるわ、あいつ。主役ってもんを本当によくわかってるわ。
Main characters, man.
面白いじゃないですか。
Yeah, yeah. The thing that had hit Erica in the face had fallen to the floor. That Bito had got for Nove was a white glove. Hitting someone with a glove like that could only mean one thing. That was... Oh, oh yeah, these two are here.
これは 決闘の申し込みさ。手
Mm.
袋を拾えばそれを受け入れることを意味する。
拾わなければシエスタたちが殺してくれるわ。拾う必要ないじゃない。
Okay.
拾わなくてもいいさ。でも決闘を逃げたおめえを僕らと参列の悪魔処刑は3回全てに知らしめるだろうね。恋の決闘を逃げた臆病者の名を永遠にね。
探偵だからだ。
Yep. Outfit change. Erica threw off her wedding dress as though it was a cape. Yes, though she was a bride, a piece, and a witch. Before any of those, first and foremost, a detective. Oh,
私
man.
は探偵です。
This
あ
lady.
なたを私の対戦相手に認めます。ただあなたはこのゲームに登場するロジックエラーは修正できたんでしょうね。
Oh,
その手袋を拾えばそなたとの戦いの中でそれが修正できたことを証明しよう。
okay. Let's go. Oh, the cathedral filled with noise. Erica had picked up the glove. A duel, a duel. The cathedral is wrapped in a bizarre excitement. Yo, everyone, all the spectating excited. At Erica's nod, Delnor pushed the crowd away, leaving the pair alone. People were permitted to witness this duel. However, no one would be allowed to hinder it in any way. Okay. That was just sitting there, man.
バトラさん、あなたを助ける方法はもう見つけました。
Huh?
今、
Yeah?
あなたを助け出します。もうしばらくだけ辛抱してください。
Bito's resolute expression returned, and she grinned boldly, looking down on Erica. Yes, there could be no doubt. This was the expression worn by the Golden Witch, the majestic presence of the Master of Locked Rooms. A shadow dashed through the stormy rose garden. It was incredibly light and swift. The raindrops never touched him. He made no splashes in the countless puddles. His feet left no tracks in the mud. Yo. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, yo, the character switch, also the voice acting there with that is great. The Russian figure was canon. Yep, who else could do this? Then he ran up the stairs to the entrance of the mansion. He did not slow down in the slightest to open the door. He ran straight at it as though trying to break through and leapt into it. Though the door was shut, even that couldn't stop Cannon. He slipped through the door, fell into the entranceway, and slowly stood up. His body wasn't even wet. And as he recalled those nostalgic days spent serving the Ushiromiya family, which would never come again, he ran once more. He was heading for Battler's guest room. He ran past the servant room, through the entrance hall, and past the door to the parlor. Then the doors to the kitchen and the dining hall came into sight. All that brings back fond memories. Yep. Reminiscing, okay. There was the honor and discipline of serving Kinzo directly. Homie Kinzo, wherever that man wasn't strict all the time. When the family was out of sight, he didn't have to preserve that air of majesty. His face would turn unbelievably childish, and he would sometimes ask me to take part in strange pranks. This dude Kinzo, man, he's a prankster. The master let me shoot lots of guns, didn't he? That was pretty fun. Hey, okay, some fun times with Kinzo. Cross was actually surprisingly kind. He must have gotten the impression that the master bullied me a lot. Whenever I was the only one around, he would talk to me in a very familiar way, almost as though he was a classmate of mine. Interesting, a little insight on their time here. I sort of regret that I held back and never did anything but nod in return. Okay. Madam was a really strict person, no doubt. Ever since a rumor spread about her being strict on female servants but soft towards male servants, I get the feeling she viewed me as an enemy. However, she was also a woman to be pitied. On many occasions when she was alone, I saw her shoulders sagging from her burdens. There were a lot of servants, weren't there? Some lasted a short while, others longer. Genji-sama is the one person fit to be called my father. Oh, okay, makes sense, you know. I am both grateful and resentful towards him over many things. Over time, all those feelings mixed together, canceled out, and left me with a neutral emotion. In that case, Kumasawa could be called my mother. She helped me out so many times. What's he going to say about Golda, man? I'm curious. I always wanted to repay her someday. And now I've lost that chance for all time. Shannon is my big sister. Without her, I wouldn't have been able to be me. Thanks for teaching me that ocean is blue. Golda? I hate that guy. Yo, I knew he was going to say something mean about him. I was like, I cannot see this dude Cannon saying anything nice about Golda. Still, when I complimented his servant Stu, he would sometimes turn red and tell me there was enough for seconds. I didn't dislike that part of him. Okay, makes sense. You know, there was a part of me that like, he was like, okay, dude said he likes his food, man. This dude Golda, just give him a kitchen and he's happy. I wonder why such strong memories popped up in the short time it took me to ran past the dining hall. And then my memories of Jessica. Yup. Yeah, Brian this world. Oh, so you're a boy servant. How old are you? I think those are the first words she spoke to me. Come to think about it, she was probably interested in me ever since then. We really did have enough time to build up a love that could have competed with the love between George and Shannon. Yeah, true. But since I could only see the gray sea, I wasted almost all that time. What does she like about me? What do I like about her? I get the feeling we were never really able to clarify that for ourselves. No, she told me. There's nothing wrong with spending more time together to eventually find that out. The reasons for love could have come later on. It took me far too long to realize that. Now, I think I can accept it. I know why Shannon won the duel. God must have been watching. You had so much more courage than I did, and God didn't abandon you. I reached the hallway with the guest rooms. There was someone lying on the ground. It was Battler. He was lying just outside the guest room, a chain tied to his neck. Yo, facts, yeah. I mean, they did say before he used to work at like a really big like hotel as a chef. Like, man, really, if we just give him the cooking and he's just happy, but that's all these other duties that he'd rather not do. He had probably struggled to do something with the chain lock from the outside until he lost consciousness. Okay, this is okay. His fingernails in both hands had been torn off and they were stained with blood. Ugh. I could tell at a glance just how hard he had tried until the final moments when his heart had died. The collar binding him would disappear unless the chain lock was set.
バトル様、大丈夫です。今お助けします。
Even in the last moment, when his heart had died, he had to leave was overwhelmed by a shock at the determination of his room's new prisoner.
僕は大丈夫です。何も心配することはありません。
しかし
But nah, Cannon's ready, man.
まだやらなければならないことが。
Yep, something you gotta do, man.
早くお戻りを。あなたの代わりに戦っている人がいる。そしてあなたの帰りを 待っている人がいる。
Yeah, man.
あなたはまた帰らないのですか？
Yep. His stern words and gaze shot straight through Battler.
本当に。
はい、
Yep,
それでいいんです。
he is.
これであの時の借りが返せるのですから。
借り？
That,
俺、カノン君に何か。
バトラ様の借りではありません。いいから言ってください。
Huh.
僕は借りを作らない主義なんです。さあ、早く。
Okay.
あなたは今度こそ待たせてはいけないんです。
Yep, can't leave Beto back there, man.
早く。
Rattler couldn't argue back anymore. He silently bowed his head, unset the chain, and opened the door. Kenny had remained in the room, so no chain appeared about Battler's neck. He could leave this locked room just by running out. The happy-sounding voices that he had heard at the far end of the corridor had been replaced with an excited chatter. There must have been some sort of strange disturbance going on. As Cannon went out into the corridor to see me off, the merciless collar and chain had already captured their new prisoner. He would remain inside this eternal locked room in Battler's place.
カノン君、俺もだぜ。
何がですか？
俺も借りを作らない男だぜ。この恩は必ず返す。それもすぐにだ。
Okay. Do it soon? Okay.
さあ、走って。
Yep.
あなたの愛する人のところへ。そしてどうかもう二度と迷わないで。
Battler would not turn around any longer. He ran with everything he had. He ran out of the corridor whose warmth he had cursed so many times. That cursed chain no longer bound him. He ran to the end of the corridor and beyond the light. Beyond the light, Battler. Cannon, still connected to the chain, watched him go, then quietly returned to the guest room. Now he only had to worry about his own job. Stay in this room and fix that error in logic.
これでチェーンロックをかけて。
As soon as he said it, the chain disappeared from his neck. Now, if he hid in the closet, the one place Erica hadn't checked, the broken logic would be fixed. The closet door opened slowly. It was well oiled and opened without a sound. It was cramped inside and dark. And this tiny space is the final place for me. As long as I remain hidden in here, the logic will be preserved.
簡単な仕事だな。バラの手入れより簡単さ。
Hmm? Oh, okay. Back here. Oh, yep. Oh, okay. Okay, that's kind of nice.
あんたが前回のゲームの時、私がボロクソに負けたのをかばってくれた時、嬉しかった。
Oh, okay.
生まれてから誰かにかばわれたのって、あれが初めてだった。
Okay.
我が主にさ、私はかばわれたことがない。私が主に与えられたのは、暴かれた真実のみ。暴き返すことで自分
My
の
line bear the truth of others. Huh.
傷つけ合いの仕方だけでした。傲慢をお許しください。私は守らねばと思いました。あなたがどんなか弱い真実で生き、それをよりもっともらしい虚実の横暴で虐げられてきたか、察した時、あなたを守りたいと思いました。ありがとう。短い間だったけど、あんたは最高のパートナーでした。これからもです。そうですね。あいつを倒したら、あんたと一緒にこの島でいっぱいミステリーを作りましょう。
Mysteries. Okay.
そしてそれをあんたに出題していじめて遊ぶ。どうです？気に入れました。
Yo, these two already. She's like, yo, when we win, yo, I'm about to make a bunch of mysteries for you. Okay, let's see how their relationship is, you know. Huh? Okay. Dang, this is a nice vibe here. Okay, but yep, let's get the duel going. When the two demons clap their hands, the duelists instantly return to their bold, tense smiles.
鉛じゃないわ。
Yeah.
ミステリーとファンタジーのうがち合いは赤と青の真実を玉とするべきさ。
Makes sense.
互いに真実がある限り弾は無限。
ただし一撃でも当たれば即死。両者覚悟はいいね。
Yep, I think they're both ready. Ready as ever. Yep.
無論。
Yeah.
栄光ある元老院の議員にして。
Good. For example, it's been confirmed that Hideyoshi and George are in the next room. Oh, after holding the gun high and pointing at Beats once more, Erica pulled the trigger with statements of red and blue truth.
いとこ部屋は完全な密室が最後まで保証されています。
Perfect locked room until the end.
よって、カノンがこの部屋に本当にいたなら、脱出は不可能です。
Possible for him to escape.
つまりカノンは封印時にいとこ部屋にいなかったのです。カノンの名は仮のもの。本名は未だ不明です。彼の本名が仮に隣部屋の誰かと同じだったなら、隣部屋の在室確認に矛盾しない。つまり、いとこ部屋に収容されず、 隣部屋にいることができるということ。
The girl attendees chattered and clapped with their hands in realization, as if to say, "Of course, I didn't think of that." Ah, I love watching this. I love being surrounded by this chatter. After all, I am a detective. She likes it.
隣部屋は確かに封印されましたが、ロジックエラー時には扉のみしかその維持が証明されませんでした。よって窓の封印は破られた可能性があります。カノンは隣部屋に存在し、その窓から脱出したの。
Just one person that belongs to, and no one can go by a name that is not their own. It was a fatal blow that cut down countless theories, yeah.
思えばそなたは前回の寝ぼけたわらわしか知らんのだったね。
Oh, true.
どうだエリカ。
How do you like me in full?
黄金の魔女のゲームだぜ。
Yep.
カノンが部屋を抜け出したっていうの。
Oh, Erica. Oh, yep, she is trying to say that, but...
それより、どうして銃を弾くなんて甘い真似を。
人間側は魔女の謎を全て打ち砕き、魔女側は人間側の推理を一つ打ち砕けばいい。これではアンフェアだろ。だから。
To be even, I'll crush out all your theories. Dang.
同じ？
わらわもそなたの推理をすべて打ち砕いて勝利することにした。カノン脱出の謎はわらわの勝ちだ。
Complete defeat. That's what she's going for.
バトラに辛酸を舐めさせた最初の戦場に戻ろうぞ。
Yep. Okay, back to the room. Okay, when Bisa snapped her fingers, that Getsurin Battlers was reconstructed. She meant to fight once more in the room that had threatened Battler with a logic error, determined to settle things once and for all.
Erika, 拾え銃を。
Ooh.
この部屋をお前の顔をしてくれるわ。
Yo.
その言葉。
Use those own words back.
私にチャンスを与えたことを。後悔させてやります。
立ち会いによ。エリカに X を許す。
To use X, okay.
X? 説明不要の根拠ね。
Yeah.
で、何を許すの？
エリカはカノンの密室脱出トリックの説明義務を負わずに、カノンをこの客室トリックをめぐる青き真実に組み入れることを許そう。
If a theory explaining how Kanon saved Battler did not also explain how Ken escaped from the locked room, it would have no basis. Okay, I get that. Erica had already lost that basis. Rita was giving her a handicap by saying that she didn't need to explain that part.
当然です。あんたはカノンがバトラを助けたことを赤き真実で保証してるんですから。そんなのもらえて当然です。
Erica faced away and concentrated even harder. It was as though twisting the knob on a radio. She turned on noise and idle thoughts down to 0. Ooh, she's going to complete focus. Liberator. Let's go, Fruta Erica. Detective Fruto Erica. As long as Cannon reaches its place, rescuing Battler isn't hard. The trick is as follows. Cannon used some kind of escape trick X to reach the front of the guest room. While I was busy in the bathroom, Battler left the closet. Battler undid the chain lock, went outside. Cannon entered his place. Cannon set the chain lock. Cannon went to the closet. The end. This satisfies the 2 red shirts about the chain lock being set and Battler's absence. In exchange for this escape trick, Cannon remains inside the guest room. There's no room for argument on how tightly this room can act as a locked room. That chain is cursed. In this demonic locked room, one person must remain as a sacrifice for it to be acceptable. Yep. However, is such a simple theory really enough? The rescuer switched places with him. The rescuer is hiding in the closet. No other sort of theory is possible. And yet Bito thinks she can win? In that case, does some other trick exist? It's impossible. I swear on the history of the mystery genre that there's absolutely, definitely, categorically no other way. But I'd never be able to call myself a detective if I gave in here. Consider imagine. Don't stop thinking. That's how you drive blue wedges into witches. One thing I can think of, yes, a wordplay trick. It can only be some kind of wordplay that just barely slips through the net of words spoken in red. In that case, I'll crush all possibilities. I'll crush them all with repetition requests. This final duel has already begun, even though we haven't pulled our triggers yet. Okay. Only Cannon entered the guest room. Okay. Uh-huh.
復唱要求。私の入室からロジックエラージまで、私とバトラとカノン以外に入退室した者は存在しない。認めよう。
Okay.
そなたの入室からロジックエラージまで、客室を出入りしたのはそなたとバトラとカノンのみ。
復唱要求。それはすなわち3人のことである。認めよう。
Okay.
そなたとバトラとカノンで。
You bet Cannon, yep.
定義確認。この3人の定義は体の数に等しいと考えていい？3体が出入りをしたってことですよね。
I've had enough of these things being mixed I've had enough of these things being mixed about with names and numbers of people. I want this point to be clear.
無論だ。3人。すなわち3体が出入りし、そなたとカノンは入ったのみ、バトラは出たのみ。すべての名は本人以外に名乗れないと赤き真実ですでに語っている。
Name that's not there.
よってエリ、バトラ、カノンの名はいずれも本人にしか名乗れぬのだ。
Only that single person can go by that name.
復唱要求。私は救出者ではない。
当然だ。そなたは探偵ではないか。安心せよ。わらわはそれを尊重する。
Okay.
定義確認。救出者の定義とは？
This is also important. I want to immediately remove the possibility that I rescued him accidentally.
救出者とはバトラの開けたチェーンロックを再びかけ直したものというバトラを救う意志があったかどうかは問わないことにしてよ。
Someone who reset the chain lock after Battler undid it. Okay. Since she said after Battler undid it, then the chain lock, it's possible for this to have occurred before I set foot in the room. After that point in time, I would not undo the chain for all eternity. After all, the game was suspended at that point. Therefore, it's impossible for me to have been this rescuer accidentally. More, I can boil it down even more. The chain can only be set from the inside. It's impossible for a person to escape on their own. Therefore, we know that Battler didn't escape by himself. And I'm not the rescuer. Only Kanon can be the rescuer. Plus, Vito has already said that Kanon is the rescuer in the Red Truth. Yep. There's nothing to doubt. There's no room for anyone but Kanon to be involved. At least so far.
復唱要求出入りの定義とは客室と外部の境界をまたいだかどうかである。
認めよう。
復唱要求客室とはベッドルーム、バスルーム、
Bedroom,
ク
bathroom,
ローゼ
okay.
ット内の全てを含む。
認めよう。クローゼット内を客室でないと言い逃れる気などさらさらないわ。
Huh.
定義確認客室内とはベッドルーム、バスルーム、クローゼット内の3区分である。
わらわもその認識でいるぞ。そしてすでにそなたはベッドルーム、バスルームの2区分で誰も隠れていないことを赤き真実で確認したはずだ。
Yes, she did. Yeah.
復唱要求クローゼット内には誰かがいる。
教室
Ah, decline. Oh, snap.
カノンがそこに隠れているからですか。
カノンは魔法が使える確かにクローゼットに一時
So
姿
she
を
didn't want
隠
to
しは
say
した
that. Okay.
その後すぐに魔法で姿を消したのだからクローゼット内には不在よって復唱はできる
No one in the closet.
それの復唱を再要求します。
バカ魔女側に
Yeah,
は
they
魔法で
don't have to say nothing, yo.
説明する義務はない
Or explain it, yeah. No, it's completely obvious. There's no way she could say that Kanon disappeared with magic using the Red Truth. After all, magic doesn't exist. But, is this enough? I've gone through every last minor detail, and yet there's an uncanny lack of dubious points. I can't imagine that there's any room for anything to go any different from the theory I've had since the beginning. Kanon must be in the closet. He has to be. There's no way he isn't. I'll say it again. This locked room can only be escaped by switching places with the rescuer. If Kanon tried to escape as well, another rescuer would be needed. However, no rescuer exists for Kanon. Battler escaped, so it's possible for it to be him. And I will undo the chain for all eternity. The people who have gone in and out of the room have been confirmed both by name and number of people. Which means my theory is set in stone. First, here are the details of the situation that are certain. Okay, talk about it. The game ended when I was inside the guest room, so I did not undo the chain lock that I had previously set. Yeah. So it can't be that he escaped behind my back after I left the room. Furthermore, the chain lock was set at the time I entered the room. No one could have left the room during a few seconds between the time I entered and the time I set the chain lock. I sealed the guest room at the time I examined Battler's corpse. So until I came again and broke the seals, it was absolutely impossible for anyone to go in or out. Therefore, it's certain that Battler was hiding somewhere inside the guest room at the time that I entered it. The only chance Battler had to escape was before I broke the seals. To be even more specific, he had no chance of escape except for the time I was in the bathroom. And hold on, she said all that in red too, right? Yeah, she did, yeah. Okay. By the above premises, Battler's trick to escape with the chain still set is as follows. For the aforementioned reasons, the only one who could have set the chain lock, which can only be set from the inside, and allowed Battler to escape, is Kanon. The only person who The only person to enter the room except for me and Battler. After Ken entered the room, he set the chain. He did in the one place that he could hide inside the guest room, the closet. Ah! Whoa, that was close. They almost got me. They almost tricked me. I thought that I had cornered him in the closet. It's the opposite. They're trying to make me think he's in the closet. What was the order in which I searched the guest room? Yeah, first the bedroom. We confirmed with the red there was nothing there. Then the bathroom. We confirmed with the red that there's nothing there. Oh, man, it scared me. That's it right there. When we examined the bedroom, there's nothing there. However, while I was investigating the bathroom, Kanan slipped out of the closet and hid again somewhere in the bedroom. In other words, the guarantee that no one was in the bedroom was torn apart after just 1 minute. I spotted it. This is the witch's trap, an attempt to lure me into thinking that Kanan is in the closet. The place he's really hiding is the bedroom. Oh boy. The girl confident, but yo, I don't think that's the case there, Erica. If they get shattered, yo, it's gonna shatter her. Maybe. That was a close one. If I'd gone and said there was nowhere to hide except inside the closet, she'd have said, too bad, the closet is empty. Huh? No, wait. It works the same way in reverse. I see, now I get it. It's an interchangeable logic trick. Damn that Bito. So in resolving the logic error, she's discovered this strange trick. If I only notice the closet, she'll have Kanan hide under the bed. And if I only notice the bed, she'll have Kanan hide in the closet. Both are correct, and yet choosing either one means losing. I have to expose both at the same time, or it isn't checkmate. Incredible. I've never heard of such an unfair trick. If this was a magician's stage trick, it'd just be a cheap one. If it was a mystery, it'd just be cheating. However, in this witch's game, it's a legitimate logic trick. In chess, it'd be called a double check. No, a discovered attack. No, a discovered double checkmate. Even though this sort of logic would be a foul trick in the mystery genre, in this world where witches wage war with mystery, what a regal position it is. The beautiful placement of the black pieces cornered my white king. Feels almost like art, a work of such beauty that if I were a god in the age of myth, I might wish to display it in the sky as a constellation. What is she talking about, man? Yo, that beauty even brought tears to my eyes. For the first time, I felt honored to be allowed to participate as a human in a game of truth against a witch. And ironically, it taught me a person who has always believed that there is only one truth, that truth isn't necessarily always singular. If I just broaden my perspective, I can see a completely different truth. Yo, facts. Yo, she's over here, going on a tangent here. And though each of those truths are true, both are incorrect. Correct if they are all you can see. In my life until now, just how many truths have I turned eyes away from? I mean, it's nice seeing her learn something new from this experience, but it's like, yo, because I was blinded by some trivial truth, this is the truth of the world. Oh, man. Jeez.
真実は一つしか存在しないというおごりが、たった一つの真実を見つけただけで、それ以外の真実から私たちを盲目にしてしまう。ありがとう、ベアトリーチェさん。
You're welcome?
魔女にこの世界の真理を教えられるとは思いませんでした。
Okay. Slowly, with a soft and gentle motion, like a flower opening, with the morning dew dripping out of its side, Erica raised her gun. What, I don't even know.
私の勝ちです。あなたのダブルチェック。見切りました。ならば、来るが。 バトラの客室失踪トリックは
Yo, for real, like.
バトラは私の室内探索中クローゼット内に隠れていました。そしてバスルームの騒ぎの間にチェーンを外し室外へ脱出しました。この時廊下にはカノンが待機していました。カノンは入れ替わりで客室に入りチェーンを施錠しました。
What was that? What was that?
バトラ失踪のトリックです。そしてその
No, stop, Erica. Stop talking for a second. Oh, okay, you're going to keep talking. I wanted to pause and see what that was. Okay. What was that? Oh, I clicked more than 30,000 times. Okay. I was like seeing that.
救出者カノンはベッドルームに潜伏しています。
Oh! Erica's blue bullet flew in a strange arc, became a wedge of blue truth, and pierced straight down through the bed of the floor beneath. Endless clicks. Bito didn't pull her trigger. However, she did quietly argue back with the red truth. Oh! The girl attendees gasped. It had appeared as though Erica had been defeated, denied by the red truth. Yup. The goats who had... I like that they show you that statistic right there. The goats who can't see more than a single truth. It probably looked as though I've lost. Oh? Yes way. Yes way. Inside the coffin of the closet, nothing remained except an empty darkness.
客室にカノンは存在しない。もちろんクローゼ、ベッドルーム、
Yep, all clouds, yeah.
このすべてにおいてである。
What do you have to say now, Erica? So confident, man. She said, I got a two-parter for you, but Beatrice said, nah.
それが魔女の真実以上だ。
Shot down by the witch's truth.
勝負ありです。それ以上は。
Oh. Oh.
勝者ベアトリーチェ
Yeah. Whoa, ho, ho. Yeah, the attendees loud cheer. Virgilia's group can't help but scream and shout in joy. His music, yo, celebrate it.
Oh,
she was mad about this. She left. Brought your these duels to the end. Ooh, man. After learning that her master was already nowhere to be seen, Erica, who was being held by the donor, didn't feel lonely. On the contrary, she was relieved that she wouldn't have to be brutally scolded in the last moments of her life. Yeah, by Borgenstall. Yeah, for real. Yo, facts. Yo, burn mad. Just left. I'm not anyone's piece anymore. I can finally control my own role. Oh, his was that organ like thing right there? After that, yo. That's something. Okay. Stand back. I'm my own piece now. Oh, when Erica yelled with all her soul, those who surrounded her flinched back and fell on top of us. Yeah, I've never seen her yell like that. Man.
真実の魔女フルトエリカ。真実の魔女とは真実に耐える魔女
Okay.
です。
Uh-huh.
私はようやく自分の本当の真実を受け入れられそうなんです。
Truth about myself. Talks of her own concept. Go back. Concept of her own concept being denied raced through her. Her vision was already starting to blur. On the other end of her twisted range of vision were Battler and Bito hugging each other and looking at each other. Ayy. Looking at her. We fade to black slowly. The expressions are firm. That's okay. Pity and sympathy would only make me look more pathetic. That sort of expression is a loser's greatest salvation.
ヘリカ卿、もう決闘は終わっています。
終わってないんだ。
Oh.
死が二人を分かつまで。
誰にも彼女の散り際を汚せない。
Okay. The two demons grabbed Eleanor's shoulders and held her back. Dripping blood, breathing heavily, and with an awkward gait, Erica walked towards Bito and Battler despite it all. As the blood dripped from her, it became golden flower petals which drifted away. So as she walked, she looked both divine and beautiful. The duel wouldn't end until one of them died. So even though the outcome was clear, it wasn't over. Bito and Battler told the people bunched around to step back. Why does my screen look blurry? Oh, but it's from her POV. And they both walked forward to face the noble loser.
Erika.
Ooh, yeah.
復活おめでとうございます。あんた、長男の層を持ってますよ。ろくな女に好かれやしない。
そうだな。俺もろくな女に惚れね
えな。
ベアト、いいえ。あんたたちに頼む。
Oh, both of you? Oh boy, what's that?
もう人たちを望むのですか?
Oh! Bito with that switch up.
エリカ。
受けようぞ。そなたの高潔なる申し出を断る無粋をわらわたちは持たぬ。
ありがとう。
Her consciousness began to waver. Erica raised her gun again. She pointed at the two of them. Bito also raised their gun to point at Erica. Ooh. Then Battler placed his hand on hers.
もう決着してるのに、これ以上何の論点があるというのです。
エリカ様。
私はなぜ何の力にもなれずここに。見届けなさい。それが親友の仕事でしょ。
Yeah. Both sides silently loaded their bullets of truth without saying a word. The color packed into each barrel was red. So, though neither side spoke, did they both know what trump card the other would use?
最後に自己紹介しとこうと思いまして。
Oh! What she's saying this late into the game. No one could imagine what Red Truth Erica had loaded. Oh snap. Yo, what?
はい、構いません。
わかった。
せめて最後の引き金は一緒に。
わかってるぜ。
Battle placed his own hand on top of the finger that Bito had around the trigger.
バトラさん、会えてよかった。
俺たちは永遠にずっと一緒だ。
イチャイチャと
Flirting in the end there.
くれます。
You know. Yeah.
イラついてきてたんです。やっぱお涙で退場は私の好みじゃないです。
Let's go, Erica.
やっぱ悪役は最後の最後までこういう面でなきゃ。
Okay.
いい面構えだぜ。お前との結婚生活も ヘドが出るくらい楽しかったかもな。
Huh?
当然です。毎日のけぞらせまくってベアットさんなんか忘れさせてあげるくらいの
Back-arching pleasure. Like, whoa.
お前ごとき小娘、バトラを虜にするにはまだ1000年早いわ。
Huh?
ああ、あんたの顔もそれが一番キュートです。お互い最後はこういう顔がいいですよね。
Mm-hmm.
恋。
Yep, koi.
これが探偵フルドエリカの最後の捨て台詞、そして自己紹介です。
Okay. Oh, they really had to end with this music too? Erica spun around in a magnificent and graceful
は
round.
じめましてこんにちは。
Okay,
探
yep.
偵フルドエリカと申します。招かれざる客人ですがどうか歓迎を。
Okay.
我こそは来訪者ロッケン島の18人目の人間。
What?
申し訳ないが
そなたを迎えても
17人だ。
How could they end it like that? Didn't they play this music, man? What? Yo. What an ending right there to this. Yo. It's time to do some math. Yeah, let's think about this for a second. Okay. What an ending, man. Yo, I have all the things she was saying. That was the last thing I was expecting right there. I'm the 18th person here. I don't even know what to think of that. Dang, I'm surprised. That's first thought right there. Man. So I am the 18th person. I wanted to slow down in that section, but the game kind of just sped up there on its own. I didn't get to control those clicks there, but I am the 18th person. I'm the detective and the 18th person here. Then they said, no, it's only 7. I don't even know. That was yo, quite the twist there. Okay. So, if that's the case, I don't know. Oh, Chester and the ghost. Okay. They show anything important there? I'm not even like looking at the screen. Yeah, they say she's 6 and yep. Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah. I didn't get time to like digest that. They just put that there, and I was like, "What?" then ending music. So what? They get me with that. They try to get me with that. So she's 17th. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that too. I need to think about this for a second. Like this. That if she joins, yeah. Okay. I did not get to like digest that at all. I was like, wait, what? Hold up. Okay, how are we going with time? Oh yeah, I could go to the check out the character screen. Also implies more than one definition of person in Rokkenjima. Yeah, that's something I was also noticing. They both had it in red, so huh. Fell from the main plot, watch the Rokkenjima, Ushiromiya. Actually, what? Can I execute? No, I can't do that here. Okay. We got over here for Witch's side. Yeah, we know about her. Bergenstell. Though, through Bergenstell, she has been given... Yeah, therefore, English, she's also right to demand full attention from... Yeah, okay, I know about that. I can't do that to anyone. Dang, what a bunch of characters we had throughout this, too. Dang. Okay, I have some time today for the tea party. As long as it's not too long. Oh yeah, I was looking at episode 5, wasn't I? Yeah, I was looking... Wait, hold up. Oh, I don't have episode 6 up here yet. Okay, so I can't check out episode 6 yet. Right? Yeah, because if I press start, it's just going to bring me here. Yeah, okay, so I can't check out episode 6 characters yet. But yeah, I could start the tea party. I still have some time today. Please pull up a seat and wind down. Was your sojourn on Rokkenjima a pleasant one? The Golden Witch has gifted you with an invitation to her tea party. I hope that you will participate. Sure. Make sure it's not. Yeah, it's not an auto either. Okay. I could go to the character screen here, though, right? Yeah, I can. There were all the people dead. Okay. What up, Genji? Okay. Exchange rings, yeah. Rito took Balor's hand and put a ring with the seal of the one-winged eagle on his finger. Oh. Hey, nice wedding though. Okay.
ですから、この指輪はバトラさんのものです。
本当にいいのか？これは、お前が生み出した世界。そして物語。はい。
あなたと一緒になりたくて、生み出した物語。だから、もうこの世界の目的は果たされました。だからこれからは、あなたが紡いでください。私とあなたの、これからの物語を。
てんじゃ、勝手が狂うか領主のめんどくさい仕事を押し付けるだけよ。
Yeah.
夫人は威張るだけでいいから、実に気楽なことだ。わらわは日々を遊んで、そなたが新しい物語を書くのを待てばいい。そして、新しい物語のたびに、そなたのためにどんな役でもこなそうぞ。凶悪な魔女でも、公敵種でも、
恋人でも、妻でも。
Yo, that voice change right there.
俺の物語は激しい。
Trash talk to soft talk, like.
望むところよ。
Rito's hand relinquished the ring of the territory lord. From Battler, she received a silver ring with a crest that could only be worn by the wife of the territory lord. Then they exchanged their rings, and their wedding was complete. Yeah. Then the pair turned around, faced the packed crowd of guests, and raised their rings high. A thunderous applause rang out for them. Okay, so the award ceremony, like what? At Balor's Nabito read the name of the first guest to be recognized. Okay. And an MVP for this? Okay. The girl goat pushed her way through the crowd. Okay. A cloud of gold butterflies gathered before Battler and Bito. and took the form of a cannon kneeling in front of these two nobles. Cannon had already died and vanished. However, all of the dead revive in the Golden Land. My husband now, yo, the husband and wife now, yes, got married. Yeah.
その献身、叙勲に値する。
Okay.
よって、その身の復活と士官を許可するもの
His
である。
resurrection? Hold up. Wait, so is it showing him dead currently on the screen and we're going to see him back alive? Oh no, it's already showing him alive. Okay, never mind.
ありがたき幸せ。
Yoshiya! Yeah! Jessica raced forward and landed sobbing in Kanan's chest. Kanan patted her head gently and held her.
家具として使えるんじゃないぜ。人間として使えるんだぜ。そこの意味、理解してるよな。
No longer say furniture man. That word is, like, prohibited from your mouth. After looking at Jessica sobbing, he looked at Battler. Okay.
そしてもう一組。Ushiromiyaジョージ。並びにシャノン。前へ。
George and Shannon were on the next to be called. Perhaps they had already readied themselves. They walked forward boldly and kneeled.
Ushiromiya George, ここに。
シャノン、ここに。
そなたらはゼパルとフルフルの試練を見事最後まで耐え抜いた。
Yeah, they did.
その見事な功績と愛情、決意と高潔さは模範としてこの上なく叙勲に値する。よって両名の結婚証明書を陛下の署名にて発行する。
Yo, congrats! Married now.
ありがたき幸
せ。
本証明書は何人たりとも異議申し立てすることはかなわない。
Godo is just one of those characters that just fit well with like every joke in this. Like, oh,
つうわけだ。しがらみは一切なしで。
Godo, man.
どうか二人に米粒の雨をぶつけて祝福してやってくれ。よっ、おめでとう。
I never did understand that rice throwing thing that people do at like weddings. Like, when the territorial lord clapped his hands in celebration, it spread throughout the entire cathedral. Yeah. Then a group of goats in the front line of the crowd took their masks off one by one.
いいこと？あんまりしょっぱいお味噌汁作ったら許さないんだからね。それからジョージは少し太りやすいから砂糖は控えめに。
Yeah, what? Ava? Is you being nice about it?
男は結婚したらな、親より嫁を大切にせなあかん。母さんが何を言ってもな、シャノンちゃんをしっかり守るんやで。
Yo, Hideyoshi, man, you are a character, man.
ジョージさん。
ジョージはね、きっちり7時間寝ないとダメなのよ。
Oh, you bring up sleep at night. What do you think? Let him stay up late doing what? Yo. Cleaning his ears.
そうだったんですか？
Yo. That's what Ava does. Yo, I like. Yeah, that varies. Yeah, Cross had to clarify that. He was like, "Yo, do not clean my ears. I clean my own ears."
なんでそこ疑うんだよ。
お幸せにね、ご両人。
Rose over here like, "No one's going to clean my ears. I don't want no one's ears clean." Okay.
僕たちも負けていられないですね。
絶対負けねえぜ。畜生。
All the Ushimiya family, all the yeah, everyone's in attendance, celebrate the honors with even great applause.
黄金の魔女によって紡がれる物語は幕を閉じる。最後に 気分にて物語を結ぶのが良いだろう。
Okay.
以下は黄金の魔女の碑文より、黄金鏡の書、魔女は賢者をたたえ、4つの宝を与えるだろう。一つは黄金鏡のすべての黄金。
Yeah, I remember that. Yo.
一つすべての死者の魂を蘇らせ、一つは失ったア
They
ース
did
を
actually
蘇ら
that
せ、
that did happen in an episode. They did, yeah.
魔女を永遠に眠りにつかせよう。安らかに眠れ、我が最愛の魔女ベアトリーチェ。
Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Can't forget about them over here, yep. Because I did this. If they did not go back to here, I would have forgotten that they were even doing. She was reading this and they were what? Man.
ゲームはお開きになったから、お兄ちゃんは解放されるんでしょ？お兄ちゃんはどうなるの？
さて、どうなるやら。そのかけらの書物はそこまでの物語しか記しておらぬようだ。
お兄ちゃんがどうなるか結局わからずじまいじゃない。
If it's not as though anything will come out anyway, in the end anyway, right? Come out of it anyway, yeah. In the end, only China and the others never came back. They reached the Golden Land and enjoyed themselves there. Or so says the tale, but in reality, everyone died in that horrific accident.
でも、いろいろと興味深いことが知れたわ。あの島はやっぱりとんでもない幻想の島なのね。
Island is such a crazy place.
まったくだ。そしてそなたの朗読はとても素晴らしいものだった。
なんだかぶっ通して6時間くらい映画を見せられたような疲労感だわ。疲れた。
Same, Anji.
本当にご苦労だった。我が退屈はそなたの朗読によって癒された。このフェザリーヌ、数えることも忘れて久しい年月ぶりに心よりそなたに感謝するぞ。
感謝するなら私にも何か助訓してほしいわね。
何が良いか、少し時間をもらおう。考
える。Featherin sat down in her rocking chair and rocked it gently, apparently trying to think of something.
Ushiromiyaエンジェ、本当にご苦労だった。よくぞ最後まで朗読に付き合ってくれた。これにて我が巫女の任を解く。そなたは元の世界に戻り、
Got promotion or
そなたに与えられた運命を再開するがいい。
fate that you have been given. Okay.
やれやれ。とんだ寄り道だったって感じね。
Yo.
すねるな。褒美は今考えている。そうだな。たまには少し。いや、もう随分とやっていない。壺のインクも干からびて墨になっていそうであるな。
Bottle has dried up by now.
洋
doing?
館代にでも。
そのお金をあなたに払ったら、また来て私の新しい原稿を読んで感想を聞かせてくれますか？
Okay.
札束払ってまで私みたいな可愛くない女に原稿を読んでほしいんですか？
いいえ、あなたは本当に良い。
I mean, she did say she'd be down to make justice,
あなた
write
のよう
something
な
just
人
for
を
her,
探すため
so.
に、私たちは物語を紡ぎ、世に放っているのです。
褒めすぎだわ。私は読書に感情移入しすぎるタイプなだけよ。
この短くない時間を割いてくれたお礼に、いつかきっとあなたの物語を書
Write
き
your
ましょ
tale.
う。
またあんたの偽書に私が登場するの？今度はマシな殺し方を頼むわ。
Hey.
あなたは奇跡はお好き？
ご都合主義？昔は嫌いだったけど最近は大歓迎よ。ただ口が肥えてるんでビルから飛び降りて無傷なくらいじゃもう奇跡には入れてないけど。
ではそんなあなたが奇跡に思える物語をやがていつか。
Okay.
どうも。突然押しかけ
Nah, the mysterious woman remained mysterious to the end. And so I made it through a day I had no memory of, and the following day I took a boat to Nijima. I'll probably never see her again. However, that just means I won't see her. The other me's might somewhere down the road. Just as I was able to search several truths, I pray that they too can reach their destinations. So long, Feathering. If you ever write a better story, please call me again. If I'm free, I might drop by. Damn, it's weird seeing like city place, like the town. Seeing so much of the island, it's just so strange. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, the person on the other end of the line was Okanogi. Okanogi was also one who tended to move from place to place, so it hadn't been easy to catch him even on the phone. Mm-hmm. Okay. You bump into her there. Interesting. So, on the phone they talked about that. Just as planned. 5 or 6 people. Okay. Yeah, they're no match for him. Yep. Hey. He said, yo, kill them. All of them. All of them. No survivors. Behind Amakusa was a rental car that they had borrowed under a false name, inside of which was now a black golf bag. Oh. An easy job. The other matter. Oh, the other matter. What could that be? Okay. Also a liability. Yikes. The world be dang. Like, Yep. You catch some feels? Oh, I was expecting him to jump to that. That right there. Oh, okay. Yo. Yep. That's all for today. Okay. Anji walked down the street towards me. Why'd she have to do that when I told her to wait for me to come back? If only she wasn't like this, she might have lived a long life. Oh boy, Anji.
ずいぶん長電話だったのね。待ち疲れたからおいとましてきたわ。
すみません。お嬢はどうでした？何か面白いことは分かりましたかい？
面白かった。収穫はそれだけよ。
That's interesting, yeah.
そいつはクールだ。
After Amakusa opened the passenger door aside, Anji got in the car. Amakusa, quickly went around to the driver's seat.
じゃあ港へ向かいます。旦那の情報じゃスマドラ家が網を張ってるらしいですぜ。
Yep.
それに引っかかるようなら、私の運もその程度。引っかからないなら、六軒島は私を待ってるわ。任せましょう、運に。
Leave it to luck.
運か。
どうするか決めかねているとき、あるいはどうでもいいとき、コイントスのように運命に身を任すのも悪いことじゃないわ。
なら俺もそいつに任せてみますかね。嫌いじゃねえや、そういうの。
ボディーガードが運任せとか言い出したわ。最悪。
旦那との電話のせいですっかりオチを読み損ねちゃった。あの後どうなったんですかい？聞かせてくださいよ。
嫌よ。教えないわ。
そりゃ残念。
The car dashed through the hilly town. It would not return to Hachio's house for all eternity, yeah? However, Anji didn't get sentimental about it. For now, she just wanted to silently consider the new message bottle that the current endless witch Hachio Toya had given her. In the rear view mirror, The town where a witch lived faded off into the distance, or if that scene wasn't reflected in Anji's eyes. Now reflected in her eyes. Whom's eyes? Oh, do I have to press something? Okay. Do I have to click something? Okay, there we go. I was like, yo, did my screen freeze again? Or freeze in general? It has freezed yet. Okay, let's do this and get this done with. Yeah, welcome to the tea party of the Inhuman. Inhuman Team Party. Tea party, not team party. Team party. Okay.
Ramda. Doko?
Where are you? You're the one who left the cathedral. Like, just having to say that felt like admitting defeat. Why is it that she's always so obnoxious and clingy when I don't need her, and then won't answer when I call her name? Where am I? Annoyed with the completely predictable ending, I had left the cathedral. I planned on finding some terrace with a cool night's breeze, where I could kill time until the end of that farcical reception, yeah.
確かに人の顔を見たくなかったから人気のない方へばかり進んだけどさすがにこれはいないにも程があるわ
I, the great Brunkenstell, am lost? A miracle like that certainly couldn't happen. Yes, miracles don't exist in this world. To create miracle, you need an amount of time that can never be reached, a period that is no different from infinity. So when something that appears to be a miracle happens in a shorter span of time than that, it is not a miracle, but due to someone's design. In other words, the reason I'm walking down this bizarre corridor is because someone's design has forced me here.
誰? こんな手の込んだ真似で私を呼ぶのはよっぽどの恥ずかしがり屋みたいね。こんな人気のないところに呼び出すんだから。
Then from the other end of the dark corridor, I heard a sound. Patter, patter, patter. What the heck is this? It sounded as though some small animal like a dog or cat was walking in a quick pace. No miracle could cause a dog or cat to be in a place like this. Such a miracle would not be allowed. Since it isn't a miracle, that means I'm being guided in that direction. Alright then, this might be some new idea to keep me entertained. If it's some kind of joke of Lambda's, I'll cover her whole body with honey using my tongue as a reward. Then I'll stick parasol chocolates into her eyes and tell her to never do it again. In the direction that the noise came from, it was not only dim, but shrouded in complete darkness. However, I could sense something in the darkness. Oh, heck! Yo, that thing's scared. Yo, what? There were two emerald... There's music too. Glens, probably cat eyes. The eyes of a black cat that blended well into the darkness.
あなたが呼んだの？それともあなたの使い？
Yeah, who? What? When I looked at my feet, I saw red cat footprints leading towards those cat eyes. It was unsettling, as though I had run through a puddle of blood on its way there. After my eyes adjusted to the darkness, even with the lack of light, I was vaguely able to make out the red footprints ahead of me. They weren't actually glowing or anything, but they served perfectly well as a signpost leading me onwards. Patter, patter, patter. As though it was telling me to follow, the cat turned around and dashed off into the darkness. What is this? Something feels very strange. It's a feeling I haven't felt since I began calling myself the cruelest witch in the world. I can't quite remember what this feeling is. Still, for one as tired of boredom as me, it's surely more fun this way. I followed the bloody footprints of the cat, which would sometimes stop and look back at me. I walked on and on through the dark corridor and headed forward and turned corners and descended what appeared to be stairs from time to time. And then, though I couldn't really tell because of the darkness, I slipped through the cracks of the door. Here is where. I pushed the door open slowly, but it was dark on the inside, just like the corridor. However, the air and slight change of the echoes made by the footsteps told me that this was a room, not a corridor. The sounds of the cat's footsteps were gone. However, the bloody footprints remained. On the other side of some sort of wooden screen, under what looked like a small spotlight, that same black cat was noisily gobbling down a bowl of pet food. I see. So this is its reward for bringing me here.
猫、お食事中悪いけれど、そろそろあんたの主人を呼んでちょうだい。それともまさか、あんたが私を呼んだ本人ってわけじゃないわよね。
Talking to it didn't cause it to turn around. Well, I guess it is an animal eating its food. If I kick it away, it'll probably run off to its owner. That's messed up. Jeez. When I did kick the cat, animal abuse? It sailed away like a stuffed animal. I hit the wall and it fell to the ground. Then it vanished, as though it had melted into the darkness. What is with this cat? Is it just an illusion? When I looked at its food bowl, it was piled up with what appeared to be blood-drenched raw meat. It was as though someone had torn apart living flesh on the spot and piled it in there. That's nasty. He said to cure your boredom. Oh! Feathering? The instant I heard that voice, the hairs on my back, on the back of my neck stood on end. Then the surrounding area finally brightened. However, Burkestel had already guessed where this was before it grew bright. Up. Ooh, why'd she call her here? Or that pose. You were that cat. Huh?
肉を食らい、選ぶ道もあることを学んだ猫よ。久しぶりであるな。
あんたが教えなきゃ気づかずに済んだ道よ。肉の味を教えた化け物。
Oh, interesting.
フェザリーヌ・アウアウローラ。
Came back to life, huh?
アウグストゥス・アウローラである。
She said, add the Augustus in there. Feathering Augustus Aurora. 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 I'm adding another row in there.
あまり褒められぬかけら遊びをして回っているとな。
あんたの真似をしてるだけよ。到底お呼びやしないけれど、もし私の噂がよからぬものならば、あんたはそれに100をかけるべきだわ。
Huh. 100-fold for her. Burkestel sat reserved in an antique chair as though she was already familiar with the place.
何を怯えているか。私はこれまでで最も長く過ごした猫との再会を喜んでいるだけであろうが、使いの猫がそんなにも気に入らなかったか。
By all appearances, Burkestel's manner changed. However, Featherine then admonished her, telling her not to be afraid. And judging by the expression that rose to Burn's face, Featherine had been right on the mark.
私に対する当てつけにも程があるわ。
Yes, I do.
足跡を残しながら歩き、血まみれの肉を頬張る猫なんてね、露骨にも程があるのよ。
怯えるな。よく見よ。
Have no fear.
血まみれの肉を頬張る猫などどこにいる？そなたを迎えに行った褒美にビスケットの皿を与えただけではないか。
What? Okay. Despite there being no wind, the bowl at her feet seemed to blow away as though it be made of soot. In its place lay a lovely and perfectly normal cat dish, with a pile of small biscuits on top of it. Borgenstone didn't even hide her displeased grimace. Feathering shrugged and muttered, "You haven't changed, child of man," as she rocked her rocking chair.
相変わらず不愉快なやつだわ。でもね、今は愉快よ。あんたの真似をしてるとね、本当に退屈しないわ。
なじれ、好きに。かつて別れに際し、そなたに許した置き土産だ。
口の悪い巫女は退屈しないから好き。なんだっけ？ち、バカバカしい。あんたを喜ばせるくらいなら、口をつぐむわ。それで何の用？
Not trying to please her in any way.
ベアトリーチェのゲームがバトラの勝利によって終わったそうだな。
And what do you want about it?
なかなか面白かった。
私の無様な役で、それは面白かったでしょうよ。
とんでもない。なかなか光栄であった。ベアトもそなたに感謝しているだろう。
それでベアトのゲームのかけらを朗読しろって言うならお断りよ。私はもうあんたの巫女じゃない。
私はベアトのゲームをすべて感激してきた。ラムダデルタのゲームもバトラのゲームも興味深く感激させてもらった。一応すべての謎に私なりの答えを用意できたつもりでいる。犯人、動機、個別のトリック、碑文の謎は最後がギリギリわからぬが、私が実際にロッケン島に行き検証すればわかる程度のレベルまでの推理は持っている。それで
confidence in that. Yeah, like, and the what?
私の推理も許される可能性の中の一つに過ぎぬだろう。しかしそれは可能性の範囲内でありさまつな問題だ。
何？あんた。
That's a good question. What is she up to right here?
論争がしたいの？
違う。したいのは答え合わせだ。人の子よ。
Those words of Feathering's made Borgenstone straighten up. Her old master did not fail to notice that small reaction.
そなたの出演者として参照のように物語を盛り上げてきた。その過程で多くの真実も知るだろう。しかし、
As a part of this tale,
ベアトが巧みに隠してきたいくつかの謎については、そなたも知らぬのではないか？
なるほど。私にまた腹渡を食いちぎって引きずり出す役をやらせて。
Okay, she wants to use her. Okay.
感激を終えればパンフレットを読み、舞台
Some teamwork right there.
そなた風
Or
に
more
言う
like
なら食後
listening
に
to
た
orders
しな
or
む紅茶
something.
のようなものだ。それはたしなみだが欠かすことはできぬ。
生きてるうちはめでて遊んで、死んだら肉を食らってご機嫌満腹。
Okay, there's nothing.
あんたにとって猫は二度役に立つわけだわ。死ね、化け物。
答え合わせがしたい。そなたも知りたいはずだ。ベアトの亡骸を葬ると思い、その葬儀をそなたに執り行ってほしいということだ。それならばどうか、人の子よ。
In charge of the service. Huh.
多少は私好みな頼み方になって。
There we go. Got intrigued now. When Feathering snapped her fingers, a thin spotlight shone on a table cluttered with books. There lay a folded version of the game board for Bito's game. The witch of theater-going spun her finger in a circle, and the game board opened up by itself, revealing the rows of black and white pieces that were packed away inside it.
ゲーム版もコマもすべて揃っている。 過去のゲームの寄付も全て揃っている。
With a rustling sound, the book flipped through all the pages of their own accord, shut themselves, and flew to the side of the game board, where they waited. Inside them, all the movements of the pieces during previous games were recorded.
なるほど、足りないのはプレイヤーと解説者だけってわけ。
That's why she wants you in here now.
紅茶
Okay.
も足りぬわ、梅干しも足りぬか。もちろん用意しよう。
いいわ。それにからし大福もつけてくれたら手を打つわ。
交渉は成立だ。
条件が一つ。
ほう、それは何か。
朗読者は私。愛がないからいろいろとおかしな解釈をしてしまうかもしれない。
Okay. About to get strange,
でもどう
huh?
読むか、どう抑揚をつけるかは朗読者の自由よ。
私は答え合わせがしたいだけだ。物語になど興味はない。そなたがどんな物語を紡ごうと全く興味がない。なるほど。ようやくそなたが何をしたいのか分かった。
飲むでしょ、条件。
いいだろう。私は答えが知りたい。そなたは鬱
For
憤
your
が晴らしたい。
grievances. Okay.
交渉は成立だ。
There we go. Negotiations are done. When Feather snapped her fingers once more, a large chair appeared as though beckoning Birkenstow to sit there. The chair, its design horribly mismatched with the furnishings of this room, was a throne. Haha! Okay, Ballard. Got your own portrait. Wait, I've seen this before. This is...
認めようぞ。座るがよい。ゲームマスターは
Oh.
いいのね。
You are the game
本
master.
当にいいのね。
そなたの鬱憤が晴れるような好きな物語を紡げばいい。私には興味ないことだ。ただし、私から
One
の条件
condition
が一
as
つ。
well.
私の求める答え合わせをすべてせよ。
Provide all the
隠し
answers.
事も包み隠しもごまかしも一切なしだ。
任せなさい。腹渡引き裂いて中身をすべて引きずり出すのは私の最も得意とするところ。
That description
あ
right
んた
there.
の仕込みだもの。
Yeah, after all, you taught me the ways, you know. To open the chest, rip out the
紅
goods.
茶を入れよう。魔法でなく私自らの手でな。
Okay.
主が巫女に茶を入れて信ぜようぞ。
かつてベアとは私に紅茶を飲むなら魔女とに限ると言って
Remix song? Like,
我らにはどう
or
やら
just the
違うよ
bass?
うだな。
At some point, that dish piled with gut, how about to say with gut, with biscuits had reverted to a mountain. I didn't get to like read
紅茶を飲
that.
むなら
Okay. Oh, the game's just going on its own. I don't got no control,
化け
man.
物同士に限るわ。
Yo, this song right here. Yeah. Yo! Yo, why you gotta remind me of that scene? That's actually one of those scenes that actually made me sick to the stomach with that scene when I first saw that. That was the gore in that. Oh my gosh. Mages, Ink, BTM. Yo, yeah, go flashbacks. Man, that was brutal. Man, they do not shy away from the brutalness of things. even if they don't show on screen, they still describe it well, which I kind of respect them for that description, you know, but I like it. Man. Anyways, yo, after the song ends, I'm going to end it, y'all. So, yo, thank y'all for tuning in for this stream. That ending is so crazy. Got me thinking about things differently now. To a different perspective. Definitely, but these sound effects. Oh, part of the song. Okay. That did scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That cracked screen. Oh, something else to say. Okay. This will be game number 7. Yeah. Number 7. Lucky 7, right? Mercilessly picked up the black piece. It was a piece that represented Beatrice. It was something like a king, something like a queen, could even become a knight. However, that was only if it got promoted. Until then, it was only a trash piece like a pawn. First came piece positioning. Even this early, the witch's game had already begun. Birkenstow took Beatrice's piece and slowly raised it high. And none were left alive. When the seagulls cried. This is why I don't go to the beach. I'm trying to live. Yeah. Yo, next game has been unlocked. Yo, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to thinking about some things too. But yo, thank you for tuning in for this. I am tired. How long have I been going for? 3.5 hours. Yep, I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired out. Yeah, next stream will actually be next Thursday. I'm going to be busy on Tuesday, so next stream will be on Thursday. Tomorrow we got Zero Escape, and Saturday we have our usual Danganronpa. Actually, we're back with Danganronpa because I missed the last weekend. So, yeah, I'm tired. I'm done. Yeah, that I definitely want to go back to. I definitely want to go back to some things. Definitely, no doubt. Especially when I couldn't stop. I didn't like that the game just moved. I didn't get to control anything. Oh, don't. Oh, new opening? Okay. Yo, okay, let's get this off the screen. I'll check that. I think that's gonna be the opening for episode 7. Let me actually just close this so that doesn't pop up. But yeah, anyways, yo, that's it. I'll see you all later. Thalassophobia. What's that? Yo, I don't know. What? Oh. But yo, anyways, I'm going to end right here. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I'm tired. So that's it. See y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, if not, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace and out.